continue to bring you the gold standard in high school sports coverage with more on your teams and your players.
Where did it show up there?
And while they are not gold, those Crystal Awards we have won for doing what we love to do are pretty cool too.
That's something you see every day.
The Kentucky Broadcasters Best Digital Product Award winner. YourSportsEdge.com.
At Trice Hughes, they're ordering it your way. How would you like to have a vehicle built just for you? Little things are important, like rich colors, big screens and displays, almost like watching TV. Exteriors with beautiful style and powerful engines that respond to the lightest touch on the accelerator. It's time to get what you want. Order your new ride and feel the thrill when you drive off the lot. Trice Hughes in Princeton is the one-stop shop for everything your vehicle needs. For more information, visit TriceHughes.com. That's TriceHughes.com.
If you really enjoy the stories you hear on Traveling the Bluegrass, we'd like to invite you to listen to the whole visit uncut. Just type YourAgEdge.com into your browser. You'll find Traveling the Bluegrass uncut stories in long form, so you don't miss a thing. You'll also find lots of ag news and farm pictures from across the Commonwealth. You can also find all the Kentucky communities that Traveling the Bluegrass can be found. Remember to visit YourAgEdge.com.
Today's society is dependent on electricity. The Princeton Electric Plant Board has what you demand for electricity anywhere, anytime at the required level of quality. They work to ensure our community's power system has the resources in place for reliability today and into the future. Their work and commitment has reduced the frequency and duration of power outages with a reliability rate of 99.9%. Princeton Electric Plant Board, bringing our customers safe and reliable energy.
Family tradition brings you home for this special time of the year. Enjoy the laughter, the reflection, and the fellowship of those you love dearly. H&R Agri-Bauer hopes that you have a Merry Christmas and a truly special holiday.
What are we going to do? Doctor, will he be okay?
Unexpected happens. Goodwin Insurance Agency has you covered with auto, home, life, commercial, boat, and RV insurance. That way, when the unexpected happens...
Congratulations! It's a girl!
You're covered.
Goodwin Insurance of Princeton, Cadiz, or Marion, or online at insurewithgoodwin.com.
Are you struggling to afford healthcare or medications? Let Health First help you. Whether you are insured, uninsured, or underinsured, you will still be cared for at Health First Community Health Center. We offer financial and prescription assistance to all those that qualify, which is based on income and household size. Contact our office at 1-877-667-7017 for more information, or visit our website, healthfirstchc.net. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
Get ready for Moonlight Madness this Thursday in Princeton with the Joshua Tree Boutique.
So, what do you want for Christmas?
Stop in and find the perfect gift for every lady on your list. If your lady has impeccable taste and you're not sure what to buy, you can never go wrong with a gift certificate from the Joshua Tree Boutique. And even better, it's always the perfect style and the perfect size.
It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
Moonlight Madness at the Joshua Tree Boutique on the Court Square in downtown Princeton. Open late till 7 p.m.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market. Take this short drive to Cadiz and pick up all your favorites. They love their Princeton people.
Weather Edge Weather Center forecast today. Sunshine with a high 46 degrees. Decreasing clouds tonight. Overnight low down to 28. Sunny skies on Friday and Saturday. Friday's high temperature up to 43 degrees. Pretty breezy at times on Friday. Saturday's high up to 39. Once again, our forecast today. Mostly sunny with a high near 46.
Big John's Barbecue is now accepting donations for their toy drive again this year. Feel free to drop off toys, or if you don't have time to shop, give a donation and they will do the shopping for you. Let's make Christmas special for those who need a little help. They're now accepting Christmas orders for ham and turkeys. And stay tuned to social media for customer appreciation at Big John's Barbecue on the Farmersville Road in Princeton, Kentucky. Merry Christmas from Big John, Crystal, and the whole crew.
Let's be honest, we all ate too much Thanksgiving food, and it's only getting worse with all the Christmas goodies. Now's the time to get to Trilogy Performance Sports and take advantage of their 15% off open gym packages before you have to buy those new pants. This offer allows open use of the facilities at Trilogy. What a deal! Don't wait. Get in shape. This offer is only good until December 23rd, so start exercising now and run to Trilogy Performance Sports to sign up. For more information, go to trilogyperformancesports.com.
It's time for your SportsEdge.com Sideline Report with Todd Griffin. Talking sports and more here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY and worldwide at WPKYonline.com. Here's your host, Todd Griffin.
Good morning from 1035 West Main Street in Princeton. This is the Sideline Report on 1580, 103.3 WPKY. We're going to talk a lot of basketball this morning, talking about the West Kentucky Hoops Classic and about the Tiger and Lady Tiger season so far. In the studio with us this morning, Caldwell County boys basketball head coach Daniel Cookie Hitko. Caldwell County girls basketball head coach Chuck Mitchell is with us. And West Kentucky Hoops Classic organizer Tori Hammett is also with us this morning. And Tori, first of all, we'll start with you. And how are preparations coming for next Thursday with the West Kentucky Hoops Classic?
Yeah, I think everything's kind of settled and for the most part in order. There's some behind the scenes stuff, that's got to be taken care of, but for the most part the teams are locked and loaded and we're ready to go. So
does it feel like we're a week out?
Yeah. It seems like it's a long way out, and then when it gets a week out, you're like, oh my gosh, what do we not get done yet? So, but yeah, it's in good order. So school's been taking care of everything they got to get us ready out there, and that court is fantastic looking. So come be a part.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to be really excited when they walk in the gym and see what they get to play on this year.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched some different tournaments from different places, and our gym is about as good as you see. I mean, it's got a lot of room, double, stacked bleachers on each side. I mean, it's a nice gym. I mean, it's not right on the wall. The goals aren't right on the wall. So I think the teams enjoy it.
Daniel, you guys have a couple of big games coming up in that event, and you guys got a win the other night. So kind of picking up steam as you head toward the Hoops Classic.
Absolutely, we're excited about the Hoops Classic. It's turned into just a great event. It does take a lot of work, and it's lots of people putting in lots of work. But I'll be honest with you, we still got a couple of games before. We got 3 or 4 games before then, so we're not looking to any of the games there. We're looking for the behind the scenes prep work, but we're looking to right now. Our focus on Union County tonight. So. But we're definitely excited about hosting the Hoops Classic again.
Well, I was going to say a big game tonight against Union County out here, and then you guys have the Paducah St. Mary tournament coming up starting on Saturday.
Absolutely. That's going to be – we got 4 games before we actually get back to the Hoops Classic. Union County, solid basketball team. It's going to be definitely going to be a test. I think our guys are – excited to get that take that goose egg off the board for one. But that was just I tell you what, so much resiliency shown in Smithland the other night by our guys. To have one guy out and then have another guy go out very early. Lots of guys stepped up and made lots of plays, and it was definitely a team win. It was exciting. It was exciting.
Well, yeah, you guys lose Jadarius Wilson in the first quarter, and as we talked after the game and on yoursportsedge.com, he was a big part of the game plan for that contest.
He was. And I tell you, when we talked about this after the game, Demarius Thompson really stepped up once Jay went out and just kind of fulfilled that role. Didn't really change our game plan because we knew we wanted to get the ball inside. And I tell you, I think it was actually the last 6.7 seconds may have felt like it took about 10 years to go by. Coach Felker even made the reference to flashback of the Duke Kentucky game.
Yeah. We don't typically discuss that on the show.
Yeah, I know. May not ask you back anymore.
Yeah.
But
it might have been 30 years ago, but I still remember it well.
But proud of the guys and just the way they played down the stretch.
Well, and it looked like maybe the light went off for a couple of your guys down there because we saw some people do some things offensively that maybe they hadn't been doing earlier in the season.
Absolutely. We put a lot of new guys on the court, a lot of capable guys, and they kind of been thrown to the fire, so to speak. Hey, we need you to play right now. We need you to be ready right now. And I tell you what, I don't feel like any of the guys who put on the court have been nervous. I don't feel like they've been. I feel like they've been ready to go. And as a coach, that's a good thing to have guys on the bench that are just itching for you to call their names, so they can get out there and contribute, which is, it's good stuff.
Well, and Chuck, you guys have 3 wins already this season, and a bounce or two here or there, and you might have a couple of more.
Yeah, we coming in, we didn't know really what we had. We knew we had a scrappy team. We knew we had a young team. We knew that we're going to have some ups and downs, but they've been very surprising.
Yeah, I think the best thing that happened for you guys was getting that opener at UHA. That kind of relaxes everybody just a little bit.
Yeah, that lifted them a little bit because they hear a lot of negativity. We were young and they didn't know if we was going to win many games. And I just told them to keep their focus, play hard. Our mantra I told them is to play super hard and be scrappy, and that's what they've been doing.
We're talking a lot of basketball this morning. Again, Caldwell County basketball coach is with us. Tori Hammett, organizer of the West Kentucky Hoops Classic, in the studio with us. We need to get to a timeout on the show, but we'll come back and have more right after this here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
KFC Princeton, offering their amazing fried chicken and all the fix-its. You can dine in or call your order for pickup inside or use their convenient drive-thru. Your local KFC is located on the Marion Road in Princeton. Whether you enjoy a quick lunch or take dinner home or maybe take something to a friend in need, they're always ready to help. They're also looking for team members at KFC. Ask about becoming a member of their team. KFC on the Marion Road, where they appreciate your support and they are Princeton strong.
Hello, this is Brad Harrelson with First Southern National Bank. There is little doubt that many are facing financial hardships in our country today. The statistics can be startling to look at, with as many as 70% of Americans having less than $1,000 saved for emergencies. While it can be easy to point fingers, the truth of the matter is that many folks lack the basic financial knowledge to avoid these pitfalls. To meet this need, First Southern has provided financial literacy resources so that the people of our communities can be better equipped to face the financial challenges life throws their way. We invite you to explore the Financial Literacy Resource Center at fsmb.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're involved in an auto accident, it's your choice where your vehicle is repaired. Some insurance companies refer you to pro shops because they give the insurance company discounts. But with those discounts, the insurance company has input on the parts used and might not always use what is best. At Trice Used Body Shop, they're not partnered with an insurance company, but they give the same lifetime limited warranty to the person who owns the vehicle at the time of repairs. Visit Trice Hughes in Princeton for your vehicle repairs.
This is Kevin Meacham from H&R AgriPower. Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance-matched attachments. Right now, put 0 down and get 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus save up to $1,100. Now through December 31st, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
See H&R AgriPower, your Kubota dealer, for a free test drive. Eagle Way, Hopkinsville.
The moon shines bright and Christmas is almost here. That can only mean one thing. It's time for Moonlight Madness in Princeton. Shop local this Thursday and find great deals at the Tin Roof, B&C Boutique, Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique, Coleman Boots, Brantley Furniture, Adsmore Gift Shop, the Joshua Tree Boutique, and Bella Marie Boutique.
Merry Christmas!
Life is filled with moments. Moments we share with those we love, worry about, and strive to protect the most. At Woodman Life, we provide life insurance and retirement products to help protect you and your family so that you can enjoy all the moments to come.
This is Josh Ray, your local Woodman Life agent. Come see us at 1009 West Main Street or give us a call at 365-6111.
Certain eligibility and age restrictions apply. Woodman of the World Life Insurance Society, Omaha, Nebraska.
This is the Sideline Report on 1580, 103.3 WPKY. 1 week from tonight, the West Kentucky Hoops Classic gets underway out at the Community Activities Building. A full day of basketball next Thursday and Friday. And we're joined this morning on the show by Hoops Classic organizer Tori Hammett, Caldwell County Tiger basketball head coach Daniel Kukihiko, Lady Tiger basketball head coach Chuck Mitchell in the studio with us as well this morning. And Tori, as you get ready for another Hoops Classic, tell us about some of the challenges you kind of face in putting this together.
Well, I mean, it's not, it doesn't seem like a challenge because I enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Like if you didn't enjoy it, it would be terrible.
Yeah.
But I really like it, and just trying to convince teams that what we have is of value to them, because there's it's taken some time, but there's some really big events that are in bigger cities. So we do have the challenge of a small community, but I sell that as just an opportunity for your team to get together and bond. You come here, you're going to spend a lot of time together. You're not going to have outside influences of other stuff, but just convincing them to come. But just on a side note, I had just an insurance rep in the other day, and she asked me about this West Kentucky Hoops Classic, and I said, and she said, well, she was at the Hampton Inn, and they were talking about it. Said this event's got a bunch of people coming here. Mm-hmm. Now, some of it is a couple teams, but some of it is just other parents, because teams call and say, where should I stay? So we give them options to stay at, but the Hampton's kind of the nicest next to us, so a lot of people stay there. But that's really it. Just I think the whole thing's wrapped around what do you do to get teams to come here, and because of the school system's willingness and because of the community, which we have lists and lists of sponsors, it allows us to have some funds to help support these teams in coming here, because gas is not cheap, and bus trips are expensive, and teams are coming from 9 different states and 8-10 hours to come to Princeton, Kentucky. So they're going to come spend their money here, but it takes money to get them here. So just the negotiation, some people would say that's a difficulty, but I kind of like it, honestly.
Well, each team a little different in what they would like to come here and play.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
As far as, do you have to offer some of the money?
Oh yeah.
Place to stay,
yeah. Well, you got to get them. You got to get them. I mean, there are also competing tournaments trying to get them. Like some of the teams we have coming here, they are already playing in some big tournaments and can play in others that we're trying to solicit them from to get them here. So, you have to you got to give them a nice willing. We have a really, really good breakfast event that's albeit voluntary, but a really good breakfast event with some giveaways and stuff. So I mean, I don't think anybody has ever left that and thought, well, I shouldn't have come, because it's just been so good. And then some hotel rooms to help them with that, and then in some cases some cash allotment for whatever they want to spend it for, gas money or something like that. So
has there been any talk of maybe changing the format to a tournament format? Are there any teams that say, hey, we'd like to play a couple of more games while we're there?
Oh yeah. I've heard that for sure. That some have said, I just can't do it because I can't get enough games, or my team wants to play for something, for versus the classic style. So I mean, we've talked about it a little bit. We've never really gotten hardcore, hey, we got to do it, but I mean, it's certainly an option out there, and either way, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, you could start a little earlier each day and slip 2 more games in there.
Well, Todd, I need to take you to the school system with me, because you don't have to sell me, bro. I'm like, give me all the games we can get, and let's play for trophies and go 3 days and whatever. Eliminate a team, send them home. Let's do it.
Daniel, what does the Hoops Classic mean for your basketball program?
I tell you what, and I think I say this every single year. Back where we started, I feel like it's been 8-9 years ago now to where we are now. It's phenomenal. It started out as wanting to get a couple home games, and not really as a fundraiser, just a way to stay home for the holidays and play in our own gym. And now to see where we are and to see that there's teams that are contacting Tori and wanting to come to our event. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to take any credit for it, because Tori's the one that is got these guys on the hook, and if you talk to Tori long enough, he can sell you on just about anything, and he does a good job of talking to these coaches and and just answering their questions and getting them to our gym. And I think it's been a really cool process to kind of see unfold. The coolest thing for me is to be able to, when these coaches come in here, most of these coaches you're meeting for the first time. And of course, Little at Biggersville, they've been here a few years now, but it just is networking and talking to these guys face to face. You can do it. You can exchange film with coaches over internet, huddle and those things. But to be able to hang out with other coaches during the breakfast or just during other games when they're watching other teams play, and hey, what is it, and really not even talk X's and O's. Just talk about, basketball. How do you balance? How do you, what's basketball look like in the state of where you're from, and to see, the challenges they face and what they're able to do, and And obviously, every team that comes is a legit team. So there's something you can learn from about how they do things as an organization as well. But for me, that's one of the coolest things. And then also just to have our guys, each year we've done this, just to be a part of a huge event. We play in front of some. I'll be honest, this year we've played in front of, I feel like every game we've played has been a good crowd at the Cab, or even at Livingston tonight was a good crowd. It was a Girl Boy doubleheader, good atmosphere in there. But even in the Hoops Classic, it's always a good atmosphere. We have, games coming in before us and after us that are high quality, but then, our community just comes in and supports us. And that's just, for me, that's the coolest thing, to be able to provide that opportunity or help provide that opportunity for our guys.
When you have that many teams coming in from other states, they all have states with little different rules. How do you kind of reconcile that? Or do we just say, hey, we're playing Kentucky rules and let's go?
That's pretty much how we roll. They're going to play in our gym. They play by our rules. I think we had one year where they wanted to use a different basketball or something like that. And, so we kind of, we weren't playing a call. They weren't playing us, so we kind of just not even remember what we did with that, but we just said, kind of, y'all work it out, whatever you want to play with, y'all figure it out. But other than that, it's I think most coaches really hadn't came up too much as far as the rules, because there's a lot of rules that are, that transcend state lines. So
been asked about the shot clock.
I was going to bring that up.
Which I'm a sales pitch for that. So Todd, if you are, we go out there together. We get a whole tournament. We get a 5-day tournament and a shot clock.
I'm more undecided on the shot clock. I don't know. To me, it becomes a thing in high school. You have to find one more person to run it.
Well, that's true. You do have to have labor.
And some schools struggle to find somebody to run the clock.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you're having to find one more person. So I don't know.
I can't take you out there then for that sales pitch.
Well,
it does cost too. I mean, some schools going to have to. Every school's going to have to buy two ends shot clocks. So there is some hiccups.
There's some cost involved in it.
It's coming though. I mean, it's like Coach Chuck said, it's coming. It's coming. It's in Georgia. That was one of the coaches that asked me about it. We're going to be dealing with the shot clock. I said, no, not yet, but one day.
Well, Chuck, is that something you'd like to see?
Well, I think it's coming regardless whether I like it or not. So I'm really on the fence with it. Playing with the shot clock, it puts a little more pressure on the kids, I think, especially I got a young team this year. I'm glad we don't have it, but I do believe it's on its way.
Well, I think if you look at the stats, though, most high school teams get up a shot pretty quickly anyway, just because a lot of teams, there's a lot of ball handling that goes on, and maybe not everybody has fantastic ball handlers.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you look at it like that, we do get up shots when we don't turn it over, that is. But, yeah, I think the shot clock will definitely be here soon.
Well, and, of course, the counter-argument to what I was saying is all those first region games we used to play, and you'd go down there and the final score would be 31-28, and just because they were so deliberate.
Yeah.
It's not like they were playing – I don't remember the last time I went to a game where somebody just absolutely stalled forever, but I have seen some games where teams were really, really deliberate.
Yeah, I was going to say that, and you just said it, but yeah, you don't – old days, like even some of late 80s, early 90s, you don't see people go four corners anymore and just burn minutes. So you just don't see that much.
Now, I remember a game where Caldwell played West Hopkins out here one night, and the teams literally held the ball. It wasn't a four corners thing. They had changed the rules where you didn't have to force the action anymore. Yeah. So one team just stood at midcourt and held the ball, and then the other team got it and stood at midcourt and held the ball. Yeah. And I think the score of the third quarter was 2-0.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
I think the final score of that game ended up about 38-36 or something. Right. So, but I haven't really seen that. No, you used to see it some in the regional tournament. If a team was outmanned, well, they would go in and try to shorten the game, and I could understand that. But
what's the 5-second rule? That's what did away with it, I guess. Like if I can get close enough to you, you got to move.
Yeah, you got to move.
So if you don't have an exceptional ball handler, they can't keep it. They got to get rid of it.
But there was a time where the team that was behind had to force the action, right?
Yeah.
If you were trailing and you were on defense, you had to come out and force the action, or it was. We used to have the hash marks on each side of the court, and the offense had to penetrate the hash marks.
Back in the day, Dean Smith, that was his four corner. I mean, he'd hold it. He'd hold it on you until he got a dunk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you get 7-8 point lead.
Yeah.
If I can hold
you
it,
run out the clock.
If all I'm going to do is win the game, I'll hold it on you.
So it'd be interesting, and I kind of agree with everybody. I think the shot clock is on its way. I'm not sure how soon, but we do see states already have it, and of course that was my question: is when those guys come here. and they're used to playing with a shot clock. Does that really have much of an impact on the way they play?
I don't think so.
I feel like some of the teams we played already this year are already playing by the shot clock. They have a 12-second shot clock because they're trying to see how many shots they can get up in 12 seconds. But there's not a whole lot of high school basketball. I don't know what the number would be for the shot clock, but there's not a whole lot of high school basketball teams. Tori made this comment a second ago that can hold the ball for that long. It's a challenge. If you're playing against a solid defensive team, it can be a challenge to hold the ball for 25, 28 seconds.
Exactly.
And so, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. It'll add a few more possessions, more meaningful possessions. But
well, where would you go with the shot clock? 45 seconds, 35 seconds, 30?
I think it'd be somewhere around 30. I think 45 really wouldn't change. I don't think anybody would be able to hold the ball for 45 seconds. I think it'd be somewhere around 30. But like I said, 30 seconds is a long time to hold the ball.
If you want to make an impact with the shot clock, I think it'd have to be around 30.
Chuck, the girls' teams get to start things off next Thursday morning.
Oh yeah. We're going to be playing Biggersville. We play tonight against Christian County. They're coming to the tournament as well. You was talking earlier about the size of the tournament. I've been to, as assistant coach around to the King of the Bluegrass, and I'm telling you, the teams that Tori brings in here are extraordinarily good. I mean, they are so much fun to watch that it definitely, the King of the Bluegrass, in my opinion, doesn't even compare to when I've seen kids from California, I mean, all over the country, and this is so exciting. But yeah, we start out with Biggersville. I've seen a little bit of tape on them and trying to stay focused on Christian County tonight right now. You see what we can do against them. Then we don't play again until we see Biggersville on Thursday. So we're excited about the opportunity. I told Tori, I said, I want to play Biggersville. I mean, that's a good experience for the kids. I want them to be able to play against other opponents and out of state and get them the experience, because we're a young team, and every little bit of experience they get is going to help them.
Yeah, Biggersville, the defending Class A state champs in Mississippi, and
they got 8 seniors back, by the way.
Currently number 1 in Mississippi.
Yeah,
well,
1A.
I was going to say, those classes things, that could be something that maybe other states could bring to Kentucky and we could use.
Man, don't get me started. When you want to do a show on that, please let me be here.
Oh yeah, I could probably just give a speech for 45 minutes on class.
I get and back to the tournament, because we're all involved at some capacity, right? Like you're involved at a capacity. Scott comes and does all our stats. These coaches are working behind the scenes, stuff people don't see, the school system. And I do get competitive. So the other night I was on so I'm glad you said it, because I don't have to say it, but I'm going to second it. The other night somebody on Twitter posted, it was some media person, in the triangle. Nothing against that, but West Kentucky is good too. And but they posted something like a survey. What's the best Kentucky Christmas tournament? King of the Bluegrass, or maybe a Lexington Catholic something, or Louisville something. So I just quickly responded on my personal Tory Twitter side that the best tournament in Kentucky is the West Kentucky Hoops Classic. How are y'all missing that? Look at the teams. Look at the rosters. Because you're right. This roster dwarfs that King of the Bluegrass.
It does. Absolutely.
From a talent pool, it's significantly better. And right here in Kentucky. So it is. I say it again. It's a joint effort, because if Caldwell said no, if Caldwell said, hey, we're not going to take the chance, hey, we're not going to spend, in some cases, anywhere from $700 to $1,900 on a team to get them here out of Georgia. That's not an easy pull from Georgia or Virginia. It wouldn't happen. So it does take them. And then a lot of administration shows up that maybe wasn't in the planning, but they show up for 2 days of their Christmas break and spend it in the gym. So it is a testimony to a whole bunch of people that people really don't ever see.
And if
or
you're,
recognize
if
as
you're a
the
basketball junkie, you need to be here both days, from the morning to the night when they shut it down. It is awesome.
And it does elevate, I believe. I know, like, Caldwell's going to have some tough games, and every year they have tough games on the boys and the girls side. But it's fun for me to watch. I love basketball, and it's fun for me to be able to noticeably watch them elevate. Doesn't mean they elevate and win. Sometimes they do. But they elevate their game, because they know, oh my gosh, if I don't elevate my game, I'm going to be in trouble. So it gives experience playing. Like, I'm glad you wanted to play Biggersville, because it gives those kids experience playing somebody from a different state, whole different style, and it's just fun, I think, for the fans to see too. You don't want to play the same teams all the time. So
Talking basketball this morning on the Sideline Report. Need to get to another timeout, but we'll come back and have more right after this here on 1580 103.3 WPKY.
Melissa Wynn, realtor at Keller Williams Experience Realty, would love to help you with your purchase of a home or help you with listing your property. Call Melissa Wynn at 270-601-1793.
From the Weather Edge Weather Center, mostly sunny skies on this Thursday with a high 46 degrees, decreasing clouds tonight, low 28. Mostly sunny on Friday with a high 43. Pretty breezy Friday as well. Mostly clear skies Friday night, low down to 23 degrees. Sunshine 39 on Saturday. Let's get our forecast today. Mostly sunny with a high 46.
Today's society is dependent on electricity. The Princeton Electric Plant Board has what you demand for electricity anywhere, anytime at the required level of quality. They work to ensure our community's power system has the resources in place for reliability today and into the future. Their work and commitment has reduced the frequency and duration of power outages with a reliability rate of 99.9%. Princeton Electric Plant Board, bringing our customers safe and reliable energy.
Hey, this is Molly with Tin Roof. It's the holiday season, so what better time to shop at Tin Roof? We're having extended hours for Moonlight Madness store-wide savings from 10 to 7 p.m. We're going to have store-wide 15% off. We're going to have 25% off Christmas merchandise. We're going to have so many other great savings. You're just going to have to come by to check it out. 500 East Main Street, Princeton, or online at tinroofgiftshop.com.
Life is busy. We get it. That's why at First Southern National Bank, we are launching a new experience for customers. Our drive-thrus are being replaced with full-access banking lanes that utilize new technology to give you greater convenience. You can now do almost everything you could do inside the bank or at the ATM, all from your car. Tellers are available via video to assist you if needed, and bank services now have extended hours. Learn more at fsnb.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Sideline Report on 1580 103.3 WPKY. Talking a lot of basketball this morning with the West Kentucky Hoops Classic coming up next Thursday and Friday out at the Community Activities Building. Actually, the cab is a good place to be the next week or so because a big wrestling event coming up Saturday, the Armstrong Tiger Classic, with wrestling action going on all day Saturday at the cab. Then the big Hoops Classic next Thursday and Friday. And joining us on the show this morning, Tori Hammett, West Kentucky Hoops Classic organizer, Caldwell County boys basketball coach Daniel Cookie Hicko, and Caldwell County girls basketball head coach Chuck Mitchell, all in the studio with us this morning. And Tori, the first thing I noticed when I looked at the lineup this year is I think this is probably the best lineup we've had, and we've had some pretty good ones in the past.
Oh yeah, I think so. We was fortunate that several of these teams were very receptive early. I think that's a testament to the event because we, like Daniel mentioned a minute ago, I've got teams calling and asking to play in it now, which is great. So we just vet them out and see, if they're a good fit. But yeah, we've got, without exaggerating, without naming names, we've got probably easily seven plus, 7 to 12 Power 5 D1 offered kids. Kids that are either already committed going to play, like the Michaela Britch from East St. Louis, Illinois, is going to Kansas State. He's already signed. Jordan Dumont out of Hamilton Heights, Tennessee. He's Villanova offers among others, and he's scoring big points. But there's a handful. Of course, we got our own local Travis Perry with Power 5 offers. But there's more than a handful of them. I mean, there's more than a handful of them. So you just about are going to catch some Power 5 D1 kids on every in every game, and then you've got then another handful of mid-major kids that are, are going to places like Lipscomb, Belmont, MTSU, some other teams like that. New Orleans, there's several. So
this year, I don't think there's any doubt one of the biggest draws is going to be Travis Perry from Lyon County.
Yeah. I think that Caldwell line. I mean, we positioned that, the way we did to from I was going to say from 2 on, but no. I mean, you back up. Day 2 is like don't get up, but to go to the bathroom kind of day, because it's going to be awesome with the Caldwell line ladies matchup at 2, backed up by Bartlett and Sandy Creek, who both have Power 5 D1 players that are going to be competing against each other. And then of course, then Winston-Salem, Hamilton Heights, same thing. That's Winston-Salem probably our biggest tallest roster. And then Caldwell line, which of course would there will be a lot of people that like to see Travis play, and and Caldwell will buckle down there and compete and try to shut that down. And then East St. Louis and Fairfax at the end. So there again, there's some Power 5 kids on those teams too. So yeah, it really shouldn't ever lack any excitement.
Well, we thought we'd have 8 different states represented. We end up with 9. I noticed one slight little change to the schedule late, but I don't think it will have any effect on the competitiveness of the tournament.
No, it added that nice state, getting Career Academy out of Missouri back. It was a little hiccup where we had to kind of make an emergency move, but I think there was probably 2 teams that would have took it, but Career Academy was the one that said, yeah, we want it. So they're pretty good out of Missouri. So yeah, it added 9 states coming to little old Princeton. So
yeah,
good stuff.
As I mentioned, a lot of times it's impressive, and Daniel, maybe you can talk about it too. Just because I remember bugging whoever the basketball coaches used to be about having a tournament at home, because I would look every year and I'm like, why are we going to Eastern Kentucky and Memphis and all these places to play in basketball tournaments? Why don't we have something here? It'd be a lot easier for me to cover if it was here. So, but we used to always have the Druthers Classic back in the day. But I mean, it was like a 4-team little event. It was, it was fun, but it wasn't quite the scale of what we're looking at now.
I agree. I mean, I remember as a kid, man, I miss Druthers, by the way, but, I remember coming to the Druthers Classic and just watching that event and seeing the excitement there as a young guy. And, when Coach Thomas and I were talking about this, it was just, I still don't think we would have thought it would have got to this point. And I think back to, I headed down I went to Mr. Redfern's office down at First Southern. We sat down and he said, well, let's mimic this after, we had went to a tournament in Logan County, and there in First Southern was their primary sponsor, and we went down there for a couple of years, and they treated us very, very well. Just the way they ran the tournament, and I think his first call was like, well, let me just call Torrey Hammett. Let me get Torrey on board with this. So he called Torrey, and then now to see where we are now and to hear 5+ guys with big time Division I offers, lots of mid-major guys. And in the first year we had really good teams, but they were teams within probably an hour and 10 minutes of here, and that's just a really cool thing. I'm excited about where it is, and saying that, got to give where it all started with Goodwin Insurance and Torrey, and then First Southern, Mr. Redfern, and then Rick Williams and Williams Fawn Associates. Those 3 have been with us from the start, and they've been nothing short of phenomenal. And then we've had so many businesses, individuals, and just members of the community that have jumped on board to help continually support the event, and that's, I guess, one of the cool things for me and Coach Mitchell is being the coaches, to see all the different individuals who and businesses that they want to support Caldwell County everything. But to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff and the work that goes in just for 48 hours of basketball, it's so cool to see all the behind-the-scenes work that people just they want to be involved in, and it's really cool.
Well, 14 games over 2 days, and Chuck, I always see you over there watching, so I know you like it.
I love it. It's and the community is so super strong helping with this. I mean, it's amazing. The administration at school are behind it. But if you're a basketball junkie and you love basketball and you want to see some, you can come in, like you said, especially day 2. Don't move, because you got some matchups here that it's going to be exciting.
What's kind of your thought process when you put together the girls part of it?
When I first came to Caldwell County, I talked to Coach K here, and I told him we wanted to be a part of it and in some way and get a couple games. And I think it's a great experience for the kids. And to Tori's point, just playing somebody different, out of state, and see how they play and meeting different kids. I think it's really good, not just for the players and the coaches, the community, to see these kids play against them. So for me, I think it's just huge that they have brought this to Princeton, because all my friends back in Eastern Kentucky, I talked about the teams. I've been going over this with the teams, and if they wasn't playing, they were going to come in and watch. But I try to get them to come in and stay with me. But they said when they leave E-Town, it turns into Illinois. It's flat. They leave the mountains. They said, Mitchell, where's Kentucky at? But they're very impressed with the talent pool that Torrey puts together for this tournament.
Torrey, you mentioned briefly earlier about the team breakfast the second day. Do we have a speaker lined up for that this year, and what's kind of the plans for the breakfast?
Yeah, well, we have been looking for that and giving the kids a positive, encouraging message on just where they are in life with choices, just choices. So the move pre-Christmas has created a little bit of an issue with either teams, with their own college, coaches and college kids either playing or just being so close to Christmas that some folks have not been able to fit that in their schedule. So because of choices being the kind of the what we're going to give them, is make better choices. You're one choice away from a different life, and in basketball as life. We're bringing in Ken Freeman from San Antonio, Texas, to share a choices message with these kids. He spoke at schools all over the United States. He spoke at our school here. And he's fun, kind of connects with the kids. So I'm looking forward to it. He'll do well with that. He's fired up.
Yeah, I think the teams that come in really enjoy that, and like you said, there's some giveaways going on, so the kids like it too.
Yeah, they leave with more than they came with for sure, and it's not just food. So those that maybe choose not to come, it's really their loss from hearing a positive, encouraging message. But also they leave with gift cards and basketballs and all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of a fun time too. To let them get in there and hang out a little bit. So, but I do want to make a plea too for people coming to this event to see other teams to support what we have going with Caldwell too, because both these coaches are dealing with younger players, some with limited experience as well, and they're putting fun basketball, exciting basketball, aggressive basketball on the court, and have got some wins, and more wins are coming for these guys. So we need to support, as Caldwell County, these kids that are putting in a lot of time to be getting better, and we're going to get some wins. We're going to get some more wins. So it's been exciting, stressful on them too, because they're I see it. They're having to work with younger players, and goodness gracious, Daniel's got 2 starters out, and man, that's difficult. But jockeying positions around and making it fun, and we need to be in the building on the Caldwell games, not just other matchups that you think you want to see. You need to be there to support Caldwell County athletes.
A big basketball show this morning on the Sideline Report. Need to get to one more break. We'll come back and have more after this. Stay with us here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
If you're ready to sell your home, call Far Less Realty and let a realtor sell it for you. Ready to buy a home? Don't waste precious time. Call an expert. Farless Realty at 270-365-5058. Check out their listings on Facebook and at farlessrealty.com.
Weather Edge Weather Center forecast today. Sunshine with a high 46 degrees. Decreasing clouds tonight. Overnight low down to 28. Sunny skies on Friday and Saturday. Friday's high temperature up to 43 degrees. Pretty breezy at times on Friday. Saturday's high up to 39. Once again, our forecast today, mostly sunny with a high near 46.
Need cash fast? Contact ABC Finance now.
The hustle and bustle of the holiday season is stressful enough without adding financial worry to the list.
At ABC Finance, we want you to enjoy this time of year and offer a deferred payment program on the holiday season.
Hi, this is Savannah Seymour at the Princeton ABC Finance location.
And this is Todd Morris at the Hopsville location.
Make this season the best ever with the help of ABC Finance.
At ABC Finance, we provide loans up to $15,000. Decisions are made quickly, usually within an hour.
Our commitment is to make the loan process quick, easy, and stress-free. We can even consolidate all loans into one easy payment.
No appointment is needed. Walk-ins are welcome.
You can even give us a call and we will take your application over the phone.
Or apply online at abcfinanceonline.com.
For more information and for great money and credit tips, like ABC Finance on Facebook. Happy holidays!
All loans subject to normal credit approval.
Ready to brave the challenge? Need a kickstart to your career in criminal justice? The Kentucky State Penitentiary is seeking motivated individuals who are up for the challenge, hiring correctional officers in Eddyville at the state's only maximum security correctional institution. Applicants must be a high school graduate or have GED, 20 years of age, drug screening testing and background checks required. Apply online, Facebook, or at careers.ky.gov or call 270-388-2211 extension 253. Kentucky State Penitentiary, an equal opportunity employer, male, female, disabled.
We continue on the Sideline Report here at 1580, 103.3 WPKY. Thanks a lot for tuning in this morning. In the studio with us, Caldwell County Boys Basketball Head Coach Daniel Cookie Hicko, Caldwell County Girls Basketball Head Coach Chuck Mitchell, and Tori Hammett, organizer for the West Kentucky Hoops Classic, coming up next week at the Community Activities Building, Thursday and Friday. Tori, what's left for you guys to kind of finish up as we get ready for the 2022 Hoops Classic?
Well, we've been asking for sponsorships and getting a ton of sponsorships in. We still are open to folks that want to sponsor that maybe you were missed. I mean, somebody told us yesterday, they didn't get asked, and there's so much going on in town, and people are doing different fundraisers and stuff. So it certainly would be easy for somebody to get missed, but you can contact me down at Goodwin Insurance or Daniel and Chuck out at the school if you want to be a sponsor. There's still room for you. School systems, putting together the LED board, representation of those that are being a sponsor. But Daniel had mentioned the title sponsors of First Southern, Williams Fawn and Associates, and Goodwin Insurance. But just real quick, let me run down our MVP sponsors: Lake Barkley CrossFit, Trilogy Performance Sports, Joseph Storage, Ben HR Ministries, Optimus Club, Your Sports Edge, WPKY, Parker Eye Care, Farless Realty, McDonald's, Planters Bank, Farmers Bank and Trust, Kentucky National Guard is being a great help this year. Christ Tabernacle, MVPs. Let's see, Fredonia First Baptist, Morgan's Funeral Home, Athletic Center, MVP, Princeton Electric Plant Board, Princeton Rotary Club, Bashir Sawmill, Hooks Law Firm, Ackridge Farm Supply, Orthopedic Institute of West Kentucky has been a great sponsor. Real Momentum Men's Ministry, and Bobby Goodwin. And then the teammate sponsors a little bit smaller item there, so some folks have jumped in on that as well. So teammates are Dwayne Trafford, Barkley Hudson State Farm, Law Office of Barkley Bannister, Copper Top Restaurant, James Boone Farm Bureau, Food Giant, Jamie and David Bates, Where New Beginnings Start, Stephanie Bowes, Wholesome, Ty and Molly Englebright, Jay and Mitzi Englebright, Treehouse Foods, Hudson Logistics, Shane and Jenny Whittington, Rod and Kathy Whittington, Bruce Law Firm, Prince Stallings Magistrate, Santa Jack Blackburn, and Harris Counseling, and Josh Ray Woodman Life. So that's a lot of fundraising funds that go in to help get the quality of teams we're getting, as well as put money back into the Caldwell County Athletic Association and the Caldwell County basketball program. So thank you. If I missed you, let me know, and we'll make sure we don't miss you again. But there's still time, so get involved. Helps these coaches out with some of those nice things that they need for their team to be look good and be better.
This is the Sideline Report on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, Princeton, Kentucky. Again, thanks for joining us this morning. I was just sitting here thinking that maybe one thing we should put together is a list of former players who are now playing in college. And, of course, a couple of those guys would be Darian Boyd and Jay Breon Spikes.
That's right. That'd be an impressive list. We were talking about, actually, in the office this morning, we were talking about, a couple guys that, that have made it to the big league. We were talking about Kool-Aid and that group, and then, not just in basketball. And then, Charles Bassey that played at Western and was here in our gym. And to me, that's another cool thing we can add for our players. One, they get to play in a great event, but they're going to get to see guys that, we're going to play, high-level college basketball. They're going to play. Some are going to go on to play even bigger than that. And to be able to, follow them, make that connection, and, just hang out with them. It's a cool deal.
Yeah, Darian had 12 points last night, some big plays late, and a big Lipscomb win over Tennessee Tech, 64-63. They pulled that one out late, and I think Jay Breon plays tonight with Georgetown. They're at Cumberland University down in Tennessee, so that's where our list starts, and then we can kind of fill it out from there.
Absolutely, those guys are fun to coach. They just to see where they are now compared to where and Jay Brown just a year ago, but to see Darian where he is now, several years ago, just it's cool to see that journey in it, and not just for those two guys. As a coach, Coach Mitchell would say this as well. To see your players be successful in whatever they do, whether it be whatever career path they choose. That's the cool thing about coaching, is to see the success that these guys have and ladies have as they leave your program.
Well, you guys have Union County out here tonight. We'll have that game on WPKY and live stream at WPKYonline.com. What can you tell us about the Braves?
They're going to be a very athletic team. They got a couple guys averaging Isaiah Emanuel's averaging about 29 points a game. And then you got Chris Hughes averaging about 15 or 16, almost a double-double in rebounds. A couple other guys that can make plays, and so they're going to be very athletic. It's going to be a good test for it, but I think our guys are they're hungry. And I tell you, I've said this so many times to the guys and about the guys, is this team is just very, very resilient. That they know we're going to have to play a 32-minute basketball game every single night, and they welcome the challenge. So even with a bunch of young guys out there, the young guys are scrappy and inexperienced guys are scrappy, and they want. They're hungry, which is a good thing. It's good as a coach. It's a good problem to have a bunch of guys that are hungry.
Chuck, the girls are going over to Christian County tonight, and when I saw Christian County's record was 1-5, I kind of got excited. Then I saw who they've been playing.
Yeah, you got to look at. They've been playing a really tough schedule, and Kiki's got a really good team over there. The Bagwell girls average about almost 15 points a game, and McGregor around 10. So they got a couple kids who can really play. They're really big inside, athletic, of course. Like you say, their schedule is so tough, so their record's very deceiving. So you gotta take that with a grain of salt. When you go over there, you gotta go out there and, like Coach K said, you gotta play scrappy. We're gonna play scrappy. We're gonna play hard. And I got girls coming into my classroom, and every day we play and say, "It's game day, Coach. It's game day." And I never had that before. All of them are coming. They're excited. Every day we play, they're excited to get out there and play. If you'll watch our team, even the bench, they're just clapping and for each other, that for the players on the court, that's exciting. It's exciting for a coach, first of all, because all of them are coachable and they want to play. They're begging to get, like Coach said, they want to get in the game. They want to get scrappy and play. But I'm excited. I'm excited tonight, just like they are. They get you pumped up. So.
Well, and you have some young kids that are contributing for you early in the season.
Yeah, I got a couple of 8th graders, T. Clark and Med Thomas, both 8th graders are leading scorers, actually. We got 2 seniors, though, Preston McKinney and A.J. Howell, who really just players. They just play really strong players, and they help these young kids along. I'm really impressed with their leadership right now with them. So, the young kids are playing. They're making some mistakes. This stuff we just got to deal with it. They're going to keep getting better.
Again, Tigers at home tonight against Union County. Lady Tigers over at Christian County. Next week, the West Kentucky Hoops Classic at the Cab. That's Thursday and Friday. Tori, anything else you want to say about the big Hoops Classic? And when do you start working on next year's event? How do you top this one, man?
I don't know. We're going to start pretty soon, I suppose. So I've already got some teams on hold though that won't in next year. So we'll see. So we'll get started pretty quick. But no, just fired up about it. Praying the weather's good for us. We don't have any snow issues. But I can't think of anything that you should do on December 22nd, 23rd other than be at the Cab and support Caldwell Athletics.
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout-out to my good friend Dwight Meeks. He's in the hospital. I'm hoping he gets out in the next few days. Dwight, if you listen, man, we love you and get better.
That's right.
I appreciate you guys all coming in this morning, being on the show and talking some basketball. And one of these days, we're going to schedule a show where we come in and just talk about the pros and cons of class sports in the state of Kentucky.
Make it happen.
Better make that show long.
Make it happen.
That's Caldwell County boys basketball head coach Daniel Cookie Hicko, girls basketball head coach Chuck Mitchell, and West Kentucky Hoops Classic organizer Tori Hammond. Again, we appreciate them coming in and being on the show this morning. That's going to wrap us up on the Sideline Report for this Thursday. This is Todd Griffin of WPKY Radio and YourSportsEdge.com. Thanks a lot for being with us here on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Biden administration's plan for a winter surge of COVID-19 cases includes more free home test kits.
Each household can get 4 tests mailed directly to them starting next week. The feds are giving out free masks, too, but this time they're going to places like food banks and community health centers.
Fox's Jill Nato. Retail sales down more than expected last month.
The expectation was down 0.1. We came in down 0.6% month to month on retail sales. These are rough numbers and not what we thought we were actually going to see.
Chuck Stoney with